Hello YouTube. Now, I usually use my YouTube channel just for songs or review music related gear and guitar related gear, but since I collect knives too, and there is this one small knife that I really love and I want to talk about it, I decided to make a review for the people of the internet. So this is an MkM made in Maniago, and I have the fortune of living just 20 minutes from Maniago, so I bought this directly on a store in Maniago. And it's a fixed blade, as you can see, with a leather sheath. And it's a box design. Let me see if I can actually, come on, here it is, and here, MkM, come on, not working, let's see, like this, oh, here it is, MkM, Maniago, Italy, M390. So it is a super steel. It is a chunk of M390, which is really great, and this will set you for. I paid 110 euros for this directly from the store, and I suspect that it would cost you around that same price on internet, on whatever, Blade HQ, I don't know, where you buy your knives. Now, first thing, it's around, the blade it's around 5 centimeters, don't ask me inches, I don't know that stuff. And the whole knife is around 11 centimeters. How do I know? Because I'm measuring from this thing. So, it's a pretty small knife, and when I bought it because I wanted a everyday carry fixed blade knife, which should be small enough to be carried every day and not scare people. Because carrying a knife every day, at any time, everywhere you go, it is weird in some places. So, the knife has a 2.5-finger grip for my hands at least, and I don't have, granted, big hands. My hands are kind of the smaller side, and you can measure them also, look. But it's very comfortable, doesn't have hot spots, doesn't really make my hands sore. You have a finger choil here if you wanna use it kind of like an utility knife on a board, like this, and cut. And oh, there was another, oh shit, sorry for that, my mistake. Here, and it will cut fairly good for an utility knife. Not as good as an utility knife because the point is not that pronounced, so it will cut though. And I've carried this for months, so it could be a, I sharpen my knives, but it could be just a little bit dull maybe. And it came from the factory extremely sharp really, and was great. And the knife is really great. The knife is great. It cuts really good, it's comfortable enough, and they really did a great job with this knife. And it's a great starter if you want to have a knife with a super steel like M390 and not spend like $300 or euros or whatever. It's a great knife to start, and it cuts really well. I use, and you can believe me or not, but I use this to prep food, like cutting carrots and tomatoes with this, just pointing the point down and go with the knife like this and make the cut, and it cuts extremely well. I mean, for such a small knife to do the job this good, I was really impressed. Now, where's the cons in this knife? Well, it's small, and so it's not an outdoor knife or any stretch of imagination. But I think this is a good EDC knife, just to carry every day for small tasks and whatever. But the problem with this being an EDC knife is the sheath. Now, the sheath is very well done. It's really pretty, actually. It's done beautifully. And you can see a bit of wear because I actually carried this for a while. And the problem with the sheath are many. Number one, when you put the knife in your pocket and you use the magnet thing here to close it, it actually, let me take something as a pocket here. I don't know. Oh, this would do. Another this. Let's say this is your pocket and you put the knife like this. Now, for an everyday carry, to have half the knife sticking out of your pocket, it's not really good. I mean, it looks good, but it's not good if you want to carry this knife in your pocket every day at any time. And also, when you just unclip this, then you have lost all your retention. So either you do this with your thumb, and then this will just fall into your pocket, or you just take the whole thing out, and then it renders this useless, because you can just put this in your pocket. It would carry deeper, so people don't see this. And the problem is that the magnet here, the two magnets, are really strong. So whatever you have in your pocket, keys, whatever, or coins, whatever is magnetic, will come out with the knife, and vice versa. So if you're just reaching for your keys, your knife will pop out together with the keys. So it doesn't really work good as a solution. It looks good, it looks pretty, but it's not really working that good. And I mean, also, if you use a purse for your stuff or an organizer or whatever, there's another problem. The magnet is actually so strong that will damage your credit and debit cards. And that is what happened to me, actually. I had a purse, I put the knife into a purse in a separate pocket in respect to my wallet, and even though the pockets are separate, my debit card got damaged anyways, and I have to ask the bank for a new one, and I almost damaged that new one before I realized how dumb I was to put this in proximity to something that can be damaged by a strong magnet. So, how do you carry this? I mean, the only thing I would say is carrying it as a neck knife. And I mean, you could, or a third pocket on your jeans if you have one, or if you have pants with the third pocket on your knees, something like that. But you don't always have that option. And if I have to be honest, carrying a knife on your neck, it's a bit weird. People don't want to see a guy going around every day at any hour with a knife around his neck, because people tend to associate knives with weapons and not with tools. And I mean, that's a pity, but that's a reality. At least where I live, it's kind of weird to go around with a knife around your neck. You don't want to do that. And I suspect many parts of the world feel the same way. And it's not like you're gonna carry this in the woods and in a place where you don't care if it is completely feasible. Because I mean, you can carry it in the woods as a second blade or whatever, but this will not help you in a bushcraft situation at all. It's way too small. Come on, what are you gonna do with this? I mean, it's better than nothing, but I don't think it's the place for this knife is the bushes. I don't know, man. I really love the knife, and when I bought it, I really liked the sheath because it looked very pretty, and on a surface level, it looked very useful because you can also stick the knife to any magnetic place and just have it there. Like if you have a tool metal bar or something like on those lines. But frankly, for everyday carry, this is too cumbersome, and I really don't find a good way to carry this knife other than using it as a neck knife, which again, it's weird. I would not do that. And also at home, I wouldn't carry a knife at home. On my neck, that's weird too. I mean, I don't know. These are my impressions, and sorry, these are my impression. But the knife is great. The knife is great if you wanna try M390 and you don't know what to buy and you don't wanna spend a fortune. This is a really good option. And if the sheath doesn't cause you any problem, like if you, I don't know, bring the knife to work and you have some place to carry it, then that's not a problem for you. But if you're like a person wearing jeans most of the time and going around the city most of the time, this is not really that useful. And I wish they had found a different way to do this. The magnet is not a fan. So this was the MkM. I don't remember the name of the model actually right now. I'm blanking on it. But I mean, you can find it very easily. It will be in the title probably of the video, so who cares? Again, M390, Vox design, MkM, great knife, kind of cumbersome sheath, but the two together, I have to say, are really, really pretty. Look at this. I mean, and the knife is solid as a rock. Is made incredibly good. Look at the details. If I can focus the details, come on, man. You can do it. Here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So, this was the knife. I hope I helped somebody somewhere make a purchase or not make a purchase. I'm sorry, MkM, if that's the case, because I love you so much. I love all the knives you do. Bye bye.